Hey guys! So for today's recipe, I thought I couldn't make up my mind whether I should make a savory or make a cake because I wanted to make both. So I thought I will ask you guys. So I put a poll out on Instagram and you guys confused me even more because half of you wanted a curry and half of you wanted a cake. God, why can't you make up your mind? Says me. Right, so now I couldn't decide what to make. So I'm going to give you a weekend bonanza and I'm going to give you a savory recipe today and a sweet recipe tomorrow. So this weekend you're going to get 2 recipes. So hope you will be happy now. So the savory recipe I've chosen is keeping the weather in mind. I have chosen masala papdi or masala pastry, and it is from 30-minute Indian. Quick and easy. And that's what we are making, masala papdi. And it is so easy to make, so lovely. And once you've made a box of this, then you can make like a nice, this is really good with some dips and some hummus or some chutney, or just make a quick, scrunch it up, make a quick chaat with it. I will leave the links to that recipe as well in the description. But yes, let's make the masala papdi. So I'm going to start the dough, and for that I have got here 100 grams of plain flour, maida, and to this I'm going to add the spices. So it's just the basic spices that go in. So 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, 1/4 teaspoon of carom seeds or ajwain. If you don't have that, you can skip the seeds. And a tablespoon of dried fenugreek leaves. Now this is something I always say, if you can find in shops, buy and keep it, because this is used in a few lovely curries and it lasts long in the cupboard. So this is ready. You just mix it up. And I'm making a small quantity for the video, but I'm going to actually make some more for myself, because that is going to go and get eaten in literally 5 minutes once it's ready. And then I'm going to add just a tablespoon of oil. I'm using sunflower oil. That's it. And then just rub it to get kind of like a breadcrumb texture, just like pastry basically, because it is technically a pastry, just a different kind. So that's the texture of the breadcrumbs. And then I need around 40-45 ml of water, or let's say 3 to 4 spoons, and that's it. Not much, because it's very small quantity of dough. So that is, and you don't want a very too soft a dough. To just add 1 spoonful at a time, and then you can stop when you've got the right consistency. I just need a drop more. And then the key is to knead and then let it rest, because you need to let it rest for a few minutes. I am going to leave it for 5 minutes. If you have more time, you can leave it to rest for half an hour. You can do this in the morning and then make the pastry in the evening. So leave it for a few hours. That's it. That's the lovely dough. And you don't need to knead it. You just have to bring it together. Once it's ready, I'm going to put it in a bowl and cover it up with a plate, and then let it rest. So I've got everything. I've got a rolling pin, rolling board, a pen, just plain flour, and that's our dough that has rested. You can see it's looking spotty. That's fine. So all I'm going to do is, to keep it simple and to make sure that you can get it ready, quite quickly, I'm going to divide it into 4 portions. Cover the dressed up, just take one and just roll it into like a thin sheet of papri. If you want, you can use a bit of flour to do that. Some people like to use a bit of oil. I think I'm going to fry it anyway, so I don't like to use oil. So this is how I will roll it out till it's nice and thin. You can see how thin it is, like even thinner than a chapati actually. Really thin. The thinner you make it, the crispier it will be. So once you've got the base, I've got some sunflower oil in here warming up in a kadhai. You can use deep fat fryer. I haven't got one. I prefer to use the kadhai, the Indian method. And then while that is heating up, I've rolled the whole chapati. I'm not frying it yet. It's not done yet, but I'm going to leave it aside and I'm just going to roll up all the 3 dough balls. Once it's rolled out, I'm going to get a knife and just prick it all over so that it doesn't puff up and become a puri. So I'm just going to prick that all over. And once that is done, I'm just going to cut it into thin strips. There. So they won't puff up and you'll get nice papri strips. And then you take one strip at a time, just checking if the oil is done. I'm just going to put a little little piece of dough and it bubbles up. Yep, that's done. So now I'm just going to put some papri. Now cook this on medium to low heat, because if it's too hot they'll go golden quite quickly and then they won't crisp up. So I've lowered the heat and then just going to put all the strips in as nicely as I can. Oh, don't fold up. I'm just gonna try and turn these over. Just now, once they are cooked for a couple of minutes, I'm going to increase the heat a little bit. So when you add the papri in, the oil should be hot. If it's cold, then they will absorb all the oil, making it really greasy, which is what you don't want. And once you've added them, then you reduce the heat and cook it on low heat so they start to crisp up. And after a couple of minutes, you will increase the heat again so that they get a lovely golden color. I really hope it makes sense, but that is quite key and important to get that crunchy, crispy papri. Look at that lovely color. You can see it's going to be super crispy. So it's time to get these out now. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yum. Gorgeous. They are so delicate. You have to be quite careful, because if you make them thick, they're not crispy. So and that is it, my friends. Ready in 30 minutes. Yes, I was just thinking, what am I going to eat it with? So like I said in the start of the video, that I'm going to make much more than this, because this is just enough for us to eat in one go, because as soon as the video finishes, this is going to be gone, eaten straight away. Right, so that is the masala papri ready. Oh, can you hear that crispness? Oh, uh, mm, mm, mm. Do I need to say anything? They are incredible. Incredible. Because they've got the spices in it, the fenugreek leaves, carom seeds, and the dried powder spices. They are just, they're so full of flavor. And really, I'm telling you, I can eat this in one go. So it is so delicious, so Moorish, crispy. And the best bit is once they're ready, they've cooled down completely. Put it in an airtight box and they will last you, if they can last you. They can last you for a couple of weeks in an airtight box, which is the best bit. So you can just have it anytime with your cup of tea or in the evening as a snack. But don't forget, the written recipe is in 30-minute Indian. The book is out in the UK now, but it will be out in the US on 20th July and in Canada, so very soon. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think. See you guys soon. Bye for now.